Et bonjour à tous. On reprend Avowed, petit let's play, hein, découverte, hein, comme on dit, hein, c'est la première fois que je joue. C'est ma seule partie, j'en ai pas d'autres. Donc tout ce que je fais, je le découvre. J'ai rien vu du jeu, je ne regarde pas tout ce qui peut être sur internet sur le jeu, je ne regarde rien du tout. Oh, je me force pas, hein, je regarde jamais des trucs. Donc full découverte. Je me fais un petit thé rapidement et on commence. Voilà, comme ça laisse le temps aux gens d'arriver, s'il y a des gens qui vont arriver. À tout de suite. Et nous, voilà. Allez, on y va. On y va, on y va, on y va. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on devait faire? Détermination d'acier. Ça, on s'en fout. Donc ça, c'est là-bas. Faudrait que j'aille à Firme et Siverno. Ah, regarde, on sait ça. Tout le reste, c'est loin, je pense. Parler au gouverneur, c'est ça, faut que j'aille là. On va y aller à pied, on va traverser quand même, parce qu'à un moment donné, tout ça, on va pas taper tout le temps. Sinon, on découvre. Pardon, sinon on découvre rien. Si on tape tout le temps, on découvre pas. Pas d'intérêt. C'est bien de TP, mais avec parcimonie. On ne le dira jamais assez. Amélioration d'équipement. On va regarder, mais à mon avis, ça doit être des trucs nuls que j'ai sur moi que j'ai pas vendu. On va regarder, de toute façon, on est au camp, donc autant regarder. Exactement. Alors là, j'ai pas ça. Il me dit ça. Ah, mais ça, je le joue pas. C'est trop lent pour moi. Donc, j'ai aucune amélioration là. Donc ça doit être. Ça doit être ça. Le changement d'arme, mais je le joue pas, donc on va pas le faire. Il y a que elle qui est intéressante et j'ai déjà fait du coup. Non, on va pouvoir repartir. On va sortir ici. Hello! Comment ça va? Ah, j'allais dire Yael, mais non, Fafou. Comment ça va? Ah, je sais pas si t'as pu voir la dernière fois, donc là on est arrivé à Messiverno du coup, aux marches d'Emeraude. Je fais un petit peu de petites quêtes à droite à gauche, là on peut voir le chemin, là j'ai tourné un peu. Et là je vais rentrer dans faire Messiverno, quête principale. Là je compte streamer jusqu'à 14h30 max. Après je passerai sur Guild Wars vers 15h, 15h30, je passerai sur Guild Wars 2 avec Blingo pour continuer Path of Fire. Et en attendant, Avowed.
Gatsabo! Did the cow step on your face?
Ah, toujours sympa la meuf, trop bien.
You're the first godlike to come through in, well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign. Some believe the gods have abandoned Emerald Stair, and yet here I am talking to one of their offspring. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter. We have a few trinkets, but our stock has been low on account of the recent troubles. If you have coin to spare, take a look at what's left. There should be more once the harvest comes.
Show me. Ah, mais 500. Qu'est-ce que j'ai à vendre? Ça. Alors, ça on garde, ça on garde. Tout ça on garde. Là, faudrait... Ouais. Ah, poisson de soie, j'en ai pas beaucoup de poisson de soie. Poisson d'essence, j'en ai plein. Disque de crochet, toujours bien. Ça, on s'en fout. Ça coûte un peu cher. Ça fait tourner l'économie, comme on dit. Papapam. Ah ouais, bah ça doit être pas loin de là où je suis, là où je suis arrivé, il y a des champignons aussi. Des champignons qui chargent avec leur chapeau en avant, là. Mais ouais, le pistolet éclair, ça doit être celui que j'ai aussi. Ça va être le même que le mien, que j'ai dû revendre d'ailleurs, parce que je l'utilisais pas. Mais il était pas mal. Du coup, je joue avec une épée maintenant. Petite épée enflammée, dernière lueur du jour. Et toujours l'arquebuse, jusqu'à ce que je trouve une arquebuse goldée. Mais le bouclier, je trouve ça vraiment trop utile. Vraiment, quand il te charge au corps à corps avec un bouclier, c'est quand même bien. Allez, on va pas acheter ça. De toute façon, il faut pas essayer de traîner de l'argent, les mecs, hein. C'est pas bien. Je prends, mais j'utiliserai sans plus jamais. Oh, continue tout droit. Tout droit, c'est là.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said they're great.
I know what I said. We only have so much to go around.
Are they any man for starving as well? Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up with the governor.
Ah, bruit de sédition. Ça envoie des rumeurs comme quoi les animaux anciens n'ont pas d'argent. Enfin, pas de nourriture, seulement les pauvres. Comme ça qu'on commence les rébellions.
Hey you! Go away! There's nothing here.
Comme ça, y a rien pour moi. C'est ça qui me parle, là?
Gods, what do I tell Sylvia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
Je peux plus.
Oh, I saw them. Dirty, rotten scavengers. Haven't worked a day in their lives. Not real work, anyway. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything.
Des trucs, là.
This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat. Like thieves. They're not from around here, I know that. They had a few elves among them. I've got no problem with elves, but they looked rough. Like they weren't civilized.
Oh, ça sent
You
le
know,
raciste, le mec, quand même.
bandits.
Il y a anguille sous roche. Il y a anguille sous roche.
I see what you're doing. Don't make me out to be prejudiced. I know your type. You'll be poking around for contraband and dream thralls next.
Ok, d'accord.
What? No. We're fine. No smuggling, no dream scourge. What are you implying?
Ah ouais.
Huh. Like sticking your nose in other people's business, do you?
Ah ouais, non, moi, oui, je revends tout le temps les blancs et tout, je revends tout. Alors.
No, it's not like that. Gods, don't know who to trust these days. My wife, she's sick. Not a dream troll, just sick. We've known for a while now. but treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around. I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now, it's gone. There. Are you happy? It's weeping fever. A rose draught would clear her up, but good luck finding any to spare. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Ça, c'est les trucs que j'ai déjà. Là, c'est les trucs que j'ai déjà aussi. Tout le nord de la rivière. Ok. Ouais, mais on verra. Tiens. Ah, tiens, il est méchant.
Here they come.
Another glorious battle.
Glorious Battle, incroyable. Glorious Battle, faut le dire vite quand même.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fjord. I find these people despicable.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests.
Ouais.
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Ah, il faut un esprit.
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Ahora Taugori. I hope to see you soon. Oh, those poor souls. So, the Trentons. Be careful with... Ah, those Delamgan. They're not evil.
On a côté deck.
It's just in their
Ok.
nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, right?
Oh no, the Animonsters were such shrewd business people, too.
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora.
Mais ouais, c'est peut-être des compos.
Can I
intéressantes.
interest you in...
J'aurais besoin de quoi de compo? Quoi comme compo? Je peux déjà l'améliorer, très bien. Faire d'autres l'arquebuse. Je peux l'améliorer, très bien. Dernière lueur du jour. Je peux l'améliorer. Je peux améliorer tout le monde, mais il va me falloir des serviliens. À chaque fois c'est différent. Bon, je vois du ah. Bon, 4 et 10, bon ça c'est bon, j'en ai 20. Ouais, il me faut des branches quoi. Ok. Ok. Là il m'en faut 2, il m'en faut 12, il m'en faut 14. Et j'en ai 7, donc il m'en faut 7.
in some glaze bed? Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate
Ça va me coûter cher,
apothecary
ça.
of Emerald Stair.
Alors. Ah, ils ont du exceptionnel. Donc là, on arrive à la nouveau truc, c'est le truc des exceptionnels, ok. C'est l'armure des cailles. Alors, ils en ont pas 7. Coûte cher. Donc là, le niveau d'armure ici, c'est exceptionnel.
What else to get? What else to get?
Rejuvenate and revitalize with personal essence.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead. Oh, sure. I can't take the blame for all of Fiore's problems, but my negligence has only made things worse. The dead of Fiore expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
Are you volunteering us to hang out in a graveyard?
C'est très bien les grévières.
If you would, that would
Il y a plein
simply
de
be
trésors à
wonderful.
l'intérieur.
I wouldn't know how to thank you. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I had to take the food. The fate of Fjord depends on it. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead.
Ouais, non, on va pas faire ça.
But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead,
Mais ça
we
peut pas
end the
aider les vivants
dangers
si les
their
vivants
anger
meurent de faim.
caused.
Ça n'a pas de
The
sens.
crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more.
Non.
I like your spirit. I feel better about this already. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. Loggers from the old days, they sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stairs wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. I understand how it looks, but appeasing the dead is vital, especially in times like these. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Ouais. On verra si on passe à côté, comme d'habitude.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The dream scourge is laying waste to our home. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The dream scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us.
Je suis sûr qu'elle va rejoindre notre groupe. Elle est trop stylée pour pas
My
rejoindre
goodness. Are you a godlike?
Ah, c'est vrai que je m'appelle Féline.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I thank you
Putain,
not
il
to
ressemble
involve
à...
yourself in our private discussion.
Comment il s'appelle? Ah, j'ai pas son nom. Un personnage de Star Wars. Il y a du coup l'acteur qui le joue. Ah, le pote d'Han Solo. Comment il s'appelle? Faut que je regarde. Alors. Ouais, ok. Lando. Lando Calrissian, mais Lando Calrissian jeune. Et du coup, l'acteur qui joue Lando jeune, qui s'appelle. Là, il me donne le vieux. Ah, Donald Glover. Voilà. Ah, quoique. Faut le mixer avec l'humoriste. Je sais plus. Ouais, je sais plus non plus comment il s'appelle. Celui qui a pris une claque par Will Smith. Ouais, je sais plus. Bref, on continue.
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
There may still be time to reverse the damage.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your cupid has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Pas comme j'avais dit, hein. Elle nous rejoint. Le désert des marches généraux, il y a 10 ans.
someone, come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
I had one job, and I couldn't even do that. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? Not everyone has the Ranger Captain breathing down their neck. I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. Well, I suppose the worst I can do at this point is waste your time. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Saran. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, that is. Are you kidding? They need us now more than ever. It's why we're stretched so thin. We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Three times this month. They're going to be the death of me. They're besotted. I can't get them to think about anything else. Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits. Now, all they do is sneak off to... I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I... The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe pour you a drink, godlike.
The crops ruined. All.
Can anything be done?
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths. I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's Animancers for you. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terror stalking the wilderness day and night. True, but now they do so without fear. And that's not even our biggest problem. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Pourquoi elle est pas équipée?
Welcome back. Envoy.
did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
We will set aside our differences for the greater good, won't we, Giata?
Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Indeed. Some of my colleagues would fight me for the opportunity to study you. I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Messiverno. Forever.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Don't worry. Ignasi can't banish us all. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. I'd rather you find that out for yourself. Whatever it is, I won't be disappointed. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub. We're all ready. Really? Huh. When did that happen? Can't
Ado, welcome to my Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Alors, 8600, ouais. Bon, sans douter, hein. Ah, plus 141 quand même. Ah ouais. Ah, ça tape fort. Ouais, tout ça, je comme ça. Ok, donc lui, il veut le truc, ok.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, I'm Ika.
Founded machine.
Ouais, c'est vrai qu'il avait un petit côté personnel. D'accord.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
T'en passes, t'en...
Well, maybe to you, but I was educated in the great laboratories of Spirento, in the halls of experimentation. But you didn't journey all this way to hear me reminisce about the old country. What a question! If I were to answer in full, we'd be here for several decades. In short, we Animancers study essence, soul matter, if you will. Nearly everything has some essence, including you and I. Here in Emerald Stair, we use essence to enhance the crops, power our machines, even animate corpses. That is a preliminary explanation, but one that should serve, I hope. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Yes, her theory of the dream scourge, I'm quite familiar. What I need is a stronger power source. Perhaps, if you can help me find an appropriate battery of essence. I could use a large single block of Atra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so
If you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Je crois que c'est ça, je crois que j'en ai assez pour tout améliorer. C'était un 60 $, il faut que je sorte de la on va sortir plus.
Welcome to my fine establishment. I mean.
Alors, ça c'est que des endroits où j'ai déjà été très bien. Ça. Ah oui, il y a plein de trucs. Ok. On va. Aller là. On va aller là. Ça va faire en bas. Et après on monte. Comme ça on va pouvoir améliorer notre équipement en même temps. Ah, ils veulent parler aussi. Ok. D'abord, ok. Peut-être sans lui donner d'autres choses à améliorer. Ah. Ah, c'était des cerfs d'îlet. Ah, ouais, ça a cette tête là. Je sais même pas. My bad. Je vais manquer de cerfs d'îlet. On manque pas beaucoup de toute façon, c'est pas grave. Je n'avais pas pris en compte l'armure dans le tas. Bon. C'est pas grave, si soit-il. L'important c'est l'arquebuse. Ok, bonne journée Fafou. Et bah plus tard hein. Allez, salut.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood. Maybe not, but it makes for a spectacle. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
Agreed.
I'm with you both. And Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
So, what kind of Korba would do something like that?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, My method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her. I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject. If I must.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field. The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place? A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals? A new tongue, an unfamiliar name. The harvest grows, the dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection. Should we fear it too? Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
Ça sent quand même le... Quand ce truc va se libérer, il va avoir un alignement qui sera lié à tout ce qu'on lui a dit. On sent l'impression de donner des réponses un peu cool, mais...
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us. Giatta Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor! I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge.
Oh.
But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come. Whether you're raising cows or corpses, every farmer lives with death. Silvo is on a strict diet, but I suppose he could have gotten into the crops when my back was turned. You never know with these rascals. Outsiders and travelers down on their luck. You'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to animancy.
Say what you will about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
This is a good forever home for the undead. Better than some crypt, anyway. But sometimes we have bad days. Really? Oh, I've always wanted a godlike for the stables. Deal. You've made me a very happy animancer.
Make sure she doesn't try to collect till after your death.
I'm not dragging your corpse back here from some ancient ruin, I'll tell you that.
Once you've dealt with Silvo, we can finalize the arrangements. That should cover everything. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow,
Allez.
but the window should be
Deuxième
open.
vie.
Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Non, il s'est enfermé. Ah, faut que je trouve un autre moyen de rentrer, c'est ça?
Come and get me. That's all of them.
Attention à la vie, parce que... C'est fini. J'avais un truc à récupérer. Ça, j'ai déjà vu.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like.
Ouais, on va éviter.
Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. Precisely my point. There is something unique at the heart of this. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock. Before I forget, here's a down payment on your body. And here's your collar. Try not to lose it. I'm paying you to make the most out of this life. So go have a good one. You're going to love it here. Hopefully not for a while, though.
Great. Now I have to add to my list of idiotic ideas.
Oh. Invoque un revenant.
Let's hope we steer clear of assassins for the time being.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed?
Neither. They just are. Anything else is Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
They're wearing one of Elia's collars. Do you think they're undead?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike's vacant gaze betrays an unquenchable thirst for violence. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal? We want to know about the godlike, of course. You're the first one we've encountered in the wild.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Ah voilà, j'ai enlevé le collier qui me donnait de la détermination. C'est fou, c'est fou.
So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
That wouldn't surprise me. Both are natural occurrences, after all. Terrible, but quite natural.
Most natural things are. Terrible, that is.
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear that Giada was sent into exile?
Du coup, on va remettre ça, parce que voilà, ça fait perdre du temps, c'est chiant. On disait, ouais, on va aller là. Quel est le cimetière? On a fait le truc du cimetière. Là, on peut faire ça, ça. Après, on repart. On peut TP là.
Just off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Oh, anything.
Godlike, come, indulge me.
Bon.
A trial. Defeat my champion. prize is yours, and our business concluded.
Just like the good old days.
Ouais, c'était sympa ce petit combat là. L'épée à deux mains. Trancheval. Allez. Épée à deux mains. Tu fais ton chemin vers le haut. Ok. Ça c'est fait. Ok. Il y a quelque chose qui tire plus vite quand même. J'ai une baguette peut-être. Voilà la baguette. Alors. l'air stylé un peu l'épée. Mais... Elle est où? Il faut que je repasse.
Watch yourself. Watch the left.
Ça, ça marche pas.
Next one's mine.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Ils sont même pas là les mecs.
I guess someone will have to do this for the people who starve to death when the food runs out.
Here we go. Good one.
Ah, merci pour le follow. HenryGen23. Bienvenue sur le stream.
Not bad, Marius.
Ok, ça devrait aller. Ah, je voulais faire ça. Ah, l'autre agressif.
Something's not right here.
Nice job. This one's mine. Your armor's too weak here. That's not hitting hard enough.
C'est pas une sortie? Dague. Ok. Cumulation du vivant. Ok. Ok, bon, j'avais largement assez. Très bien. Truc à vendre, très bon. Ensuite, il faut que j'aille là et que je remonte là. Ok. Tant bien, j'ai un TP.
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else. I had noticed food missing, but I hoped it was rats.
Ah, c'était ça, je devais la
I would
balancer.
normally let this sort of thing slide, but right now, every piece of food missing is a person who goes hungry. I empathize with Rosanna. I really do. My family shares those beliefs, and has for as long as I can remember. In this situation, though, I truly believe the living need the food more than the dead. Right now, I'd much rather have the food, but this will go a long way if we ever get another merchant from Dawnshore. Thank you. It may not seem like much, but this could mean life or death to some people. I should get back to it. Stay safe out there.
No cutting in line. I was here first.
Alors, faut que j'aille là. Utilisation de tir.
This place has seen better days. Well, that was fun. You know, I get the symbolism of giving perfectly good food to the dead. I just think it's dumb.
Alors, contre les Véliens. J'avais quoi? 10% de dégâts critiques, c'est intéressant. Ah, ouais. Ils ont un peu plus de style, mais quand même, dégâts critiques, pas déconner. Épée dague, je joue pas assez à l'épée. So. C'est de l'autre côté. On peut faire la prime d'exorie pour monte. On essaiera d'aller vers là. De toute façon, ma quête principale. Elle est perdue. Ah, c'est ça. Donc ouais, de toute façon, faut que je fasse tout ça. Voilà. j'ai pas déjà été ici. Possible, ça me dit quelque chose ce petit jump là, qui saute dans l'eau. J'avais pas récupéré le petit coffre. Ouais, j'ai déjà été ici. J'ai récupéré le grand coffre. Bon, moi j'ai pu voir un coffre que j'avais pas vu à la base.
Here it comes. Well done. Show me what you got. Good fighter.
Looking for spiders, you'll find them up ahead.
Quiet, Nimdut. How'd you do that?
Ah, c'est qui le monsieur?
Oh no, you don't.
Star metal, if I'm not mistaken. Might want to take that to a blacksmith.
Ah, très bien. Ok, sympa la petite grotte. Ah ouais, t'arrives, il y a des cadavres partout. Ok. Ah, il essaie de se défendre contre ça. Moi, ce que je voulais, c'était ça. Je vais faire un petit repos.
That it?
On fait ça, on monte le camp, on va skipper les exoribs et après on arrêtera là. On reprendra le stream vers 15h, 15h30 peut-être pour faire du Guild Wars 2. Path of Fire. Continuer l'extension. Alors. D'abord, on va améliorer. C'est ça la question. Ce que je devrais améliorer. Les priorités, ça reste l'arquebuse. Parce que c'est l'arme que j'utilise le plus. Celle-là, elle est améliorée. Après, elle passe en exceptionnel. Okay. C'est vrai que j'améliore ça. J'utilise. Et back to the Xorip. Hop. Petite nuit de sommeil. Et on s'en occupe.
Next one's mine.
Petite amélioration qui fait un petit 1000 de dégâts là.
Arms up. Glad that's over.
Allez, level 10. Faudra que je mette les stats au bon moment à un moment donné. C'est où c'est cool le Xorip? À l'intérieur là?
Take your best shot. Take him down.
Ah mais... C'est toi qui prends.
Who's ready for more?
Oh, il est un peu drôle le mec, c'est déjà ça. Il a pas perdu son humour. Ah, on va avoir un petit truc à plus là. Et ça a quand même l'air d'être au-dessus, parce que il était au-dessus. On l'a raté là bêtement.
Well done. You're mine now.
Faut que j'aille sur l'auto. Ah. Ouais, petit bug de texture. Voilà, il n'y a plus de bruit. Ok, nickel. 14h30. Là, il va falloir ensuite qu'on aille là, qu'on fasse tout ça, blablabla, blablabla. Les primes, on peut les rendre après, on s'en fout. Alors, on va faire le level up, avant d'oublier. Alors, rôdeur. Qu'est-ce qu'il me propose? C'est quoi? Augmente la vitesse d'équipement de 50%. Mange rapide. Traverse les ennemis en ok. Attends, j'ai pas ça, j'ai pas ça. Ok. Je vais augmenter. Ah, go, augmenter les dégâts. Voilà, bien sûr. 40%, c'est énorme. Allez. Plus de dégâts. À 10% de plus. Enfin, un peu plus. Oh. J'avais qu'un point. Ah non, j'en ai un autre. J'en avais 15. Très bien. Allez, go pour l'esquive, ça c'est très intéressant. Hop, ensuite, j'ai un point à mettre. De terre. Je vais quand même bien faire des dégâts. Ouais, ça sert aussi pour les dialogues, donc autant prendre la perception. Les compagnons, eux, ils ont rien. Ils ont rien, ils sont nuls. Vivement qu'on les remplace. Donc, du coup, on va s'arrêter là. Comme je vous disais, il y aura un nouveau stream vers 15h, 15h30 dans ces eaux-là, je sais pas trop encore. Sur le Guild Wars 2. En attendant, passez une bonne journée. Je mets la petite bam bam bam. Voilà, on a quand même bien avancé, on va passer la rivière. Hein. La prochaine fois, on passe la rivière. Et on fait le reste. En tout cas, bonne journée. À tout à l'heure, si vous êtes là tout à l'heure. Allez, portez-vous bien. Bye bye.